So, if you've been watching all of the entertainment channels for the last week or so, Rachel Zegler just gave an interview explaining why she refuses to change. She is not wrong about who she is. She is wrong about where she is in the timeline to be saying it. And that distinction is going to cost her in actual career runway, in the specific and finite window that Hollywood gives actresses before it quietly stops calling. Based off of what I have seen, she does have the talent, but she is nowhere near being untouchable yet. And right now, she's acting like she's already there. The estimates that I could find put Rachel Zegler's net worth somewhere between 2 and $4 million. That sounds like a lot of money, but it is not. Not at 24, anyways. Then there is her lifestyle. And the lifestyle always scales. The moment the first real check clears, the baseline of what is normal goes up. Somewhere anywhere between 2 and 4 million in the bank at 24 is a runway. But from my perspective, being a little bit older than her, she cannot retire on that number. Or to be more accurate, she could retire on that number if she had it at 65, but she will be broke by 50 if she stops working. The number she actually needs, the number where she can look anyone in the industry in the eye and say whatever she believes without consequence, is probably closer to 15 million to say as low as 25 million. That is the I do not need your sequel money. That is the I will produce my own project and put my name on it money. That is the number where the opinions of the press cycle become genuinely irrelevant. And the decisions that she is making right now are the reasons she may never reach it. You see, Hollywood has a specific accounting system for both men and women. Male actors in their mid 40s can still get franchises built around them. Female actors in their late 30s start receiving the wise mentor role, while someone who looks exactly like they did when they were 23 starts to collect the lead credit on the call sheet. That is not a cynical take. That is the documented pattern of how this industry allocates its resources. And it has been true for as long as the industry has existed. The industry will simply stop calling with the same frequency. Your roles are going to get smaller. The budgets attached to your name will get lower. And by the time the pattern is visible, it has already been running for 3 years. Now, she is 24. She has optimistically 5 to 8 years where she is the version of herself that gets offered the lead in a major studio film. After that math changes, the window does not close all at once. It just keeps narrowing. And right now, she is squandering those years. And to be clear, I am not a Rachel Zegler fanboy. I am not a scholar. I don't know what her works, her collective works are. Until this video, I had never looked at her IMDb account. So I haven't been tracking her career. I'm not seeking her out. The only movie that I have seen with her in it was Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and I only watched it because it was available. I thought that movie was fine for a popcorn flick that you watch because everyone else is watching it and just go, "Oh, yeah, okay. It was okay." But when she walked into a scene, I started to pay attention. Now, that feeling matters. And this film has Helen Mirren in it. This woman is an Oscar winner. She has multiple awards, a career spanning 50 years across stage, film, and television. A performer who can make a grocery list feel like a monologue. These are professionals at the absolute ceiling of their craft. Rachel Zegler, in her mid 20s, and a movie built around a character that she was not even playing, was the most interesting person in the frame. That is not a participation trophy for her. That is an observation about something specific and rare. And the closest comparison I have is Heath Ledger in A Knight's Tale. And I want to be careful about that comparison because I don't want it thrown around loosely. But the specific quality I'm pointing out is that A Knight's Tale is not a serious film. It is a copy of movies like The Big Green. That movie is a costume party with jousting, and Ledger played William Thatcher like that script was Shakespeare. He finds the emotional truth of a lightweight genre exercise and commits to it completely. There was no irony, there was no winking at the audience, no performance of the awareness that the material does not deserve him. The sincerity is what makes every scene he carries land harder than it has any right to. The film does not earn what he gives it, and he gives it freely. That is the specific thing that Zegler did in Shazam 2. The film is not asking for what she is delivering. It does not have the architecture to support her level of investment, but she commits to it and delivers authenticity. And the scenes that she is in become the only scenes in that movie that feel like they happen to a real person. Most actors, even the good ones, calibrate down when the script is thin. They read the material, assess what it is asking for, and give it roughly that. It is a rational professional decision, and Zegler apparently does not do it. Or at least she did not do it in that particular movie. That quality, the inability to ration sincerity based on the quality of the vehicle, is exactly what a great director builds an entire film around. She should be collecting those directors right now. She should be the person those directors are thinking about when they read a script and ask, who could make this impossible role actually work? Instead, she is collecting discourse. The move here is not to become someone else. The move is to be someone who cannot be fired. And then she can say everything that she said in the Harper's Bazaar interview. That if she had known how intense the backlash would get, that she would have thrown her phone in the ocean. That instinct is understandable, but it is not the right lesson for her. The lesson is not silence. The lessons is sequencing. Today, you eat the crow, not because you are wrong, not because the people demanding the apology deserve one, not because the beliefs you hold are incorrect. You eat it because you are 24 years old with $3 million and a career that has not yet reached the altitude where it can survive that kind of turbulence. Get the press tour training. Learn what every experienced actor eventually figured out, that the interview is not a conversation. It is a performance with different stakes than the film. You are not playing a character, which means every word lands on the person. The craft that protects you on screen does not protect you in the press junket chair. You book the next project. You negotiate the best deal available. You take the role that puts you in front of the right director. You stack your deck. You do that for 5 to 8 years with the same relentlessness and authenticity you apparently bring to every scene in Shazam. And when you have reached the number that allows you to choose which jobs you want to take, and you genuinely do not need the next job, when your answer to will you ever work in this town again is I own my own production company and I just don't care. Then you say every word you've been holding back. You can write it. You can produce it. You can put your name above everything on the title, which is what we've been seeing a lot of these actors and actresses do lately, which is where they mention, oh yeah, 20 years ago or 30 years ago on this film that you absolutely loved, I had to deal with a lot of BS. But hey, that is just my observation about this person. Whatever problem she has anywhere else, however the Snow White movie actually turned out, I'm not going to watch it. That's all on her. And I think most of the common people, most of the blue collar workers and the white collar workers, the people who have to struggle to put food on their table, struggle to pay their mortgage, they're probably looking at you right now and going, what the heck are you doing?